G'day, this is Charlie and I'm coming to you today with your daily dose of business tech inspiration. Topic number 269, how to use email sign-up forms to grow your mailing list. Okay, bit of jargon in there and a couple of things that I don't like using as terminology. So I'm going to go through a few things and then we're going to talk about why we want to do it and how we do this. First of all, when someone says you need an email sign-up form on your website, I'm sure some of you just go, what the hell? What is she talking about? What do they mean? What they mean is putting a form at the ability for a visitor to your site on your website so that they can put in their name and their email address, and we'll go through other things on that shortly. Name and email address at the very least, so that you can capture their information, put it into an email management program, and then mark it back to them. We call this lead capture. It doesn't matter whether it's just a basic mailing list you're generating, or whether you are generating a list of people who are interested in a particular product or service or thing that you're doing. It's lead generation. Now, the idea is that when people come to your website, they may not be ready to buy. Now, I say may not, I'm going to say they're probably not ready to buy. They are probably at the beginning of their journey, or they could be some way through their journey of trying to find an answer to the problem that they have, or a solution to the problem that they have. And your website's one of the ones that they've found to come up with or come to have a look at. What happens when they leave your website? Well, if you're anything like me, you forget. You forget you've been to that website, or a bit later and you're like, I was on a website. Now, which one was it? Which one had that information? Wouldn't it be great if something would pop up in my email box every now and again to say, hey, listen, you came to visit us. I just wanted to give you an update on what we were doing. That was the website. That's the one that I was looking for. And then I can go back to it. That's why we want to create. Well, that's why we want to do lead capture, and that's why we want to then do regular email campaigns, is so that we can encourage people to come back and we can take them from being a very cold prospect to a warm prospect to potentially a customer. It takes, well, the stats that I have is it takes 7 touches before someone makes a buying decision, before someone commits to doing business with you. 7 touches. Now, that's not 7 touches all in a row. 7 touches like within a couple of minutes. It's 7 touches over a period of time. So it's really important that when people come to visit our websites, that we are actually gathering their information and putting it into a list that we can use to encourage them to come back. That's what a sign-up form is. The sign-up form is the piece of code that goes on your website that lets them put in their email address and at least their email address and their name. Your mailing list is what is generated once you start to collect more than one of those. You start to collect a list of names and email addresses. So let's talk about how to use them on a website and the sorts of things that you need to think about. First of all, your placement of your sign-up form is really important. It should be placed in high visibility areas, so it should be on your homepage at a minimum, on blog posts. In your footer is a good place, the footer of the website. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you go back a couple of episodes, I spoke about the website footer a couple of days ago. And these are the areas that will maximize your sign-ups. Places on the website where people will look at and go, yes, I want to do this. You could even, if you've got the right offer and you've got the right timing, use a pop-up to put your mailing list request on there. So placement matters. It needs to be somewhere where the eyes are going to be and where people are going to be in that mindset of, I really need to get more information. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that it's right at the top of the homepage, because I don't think people have made a decision at that point as to whether they want more information from you or they want to keep in touch. What they're looking for at that point is this even remotely what I want to be looking at? The other thing you need to do is offer an incentive to get people to give you the information that you're going to ask them for. There is a lot of competition out there to get people's names and email addresses so that people can market to them. How many times have you been to a website and it said, join our mailing list, and you've gone, yeah, no. I get enough email. I don't need any more, and I certainly don't need just marketing information. That is a common thing. I do it. You do it. I'm sure you know people that do it. So the idea is that we need to break through that reticence, that inertia of, no, I don't want to give you this information because you're just going to market to me and make it worth their while. They're giving you something of value. You need to give them something of value. It could be an attractive offer, such as a discount. I will talk about doing discounts later. I don't actually agree in doing discounts, but this is one of the things that people say, offer a discount, offer an incentive to buy. Maybe it's a rebate, maybe, yeah, discount. We'll use the term discount in a very nebulous kind of form. A free ebook. Now I'll come back to that in just a moment. Exclusive content is the other thing. The idea is that you want to entice visitors to give you that information. Now, when they're talking about doing a free ebook, what we really mean there is something in electronic format that someone can read that pertains to the problems that your business can solve. That's the words I'm looking for. You want that ebook to be relevant to the problems that people are looking to solve and they're coming to your website to do. For example, in my case, I have the 12 business tips. Starting up a business, 12 business tips. I have a number of other things sitting there half written at the moment, and one of them might even be how to create a mailing list. The things to do in creating a mailing list. 5 simple steps in creating a mailing list. There you go. There's one. But it's got to be something that is relevant to why they're probably visiting your site today. So that means it's also relevant to your business. It is something of value to them as well. It's not just, get down our free ebook about the services that we offer. Well, no, that's not valuable. That's just more marketing. It's got to be something of value. With the form itself, you need to keep it simple. Ask only for essential information. And you notice I've said that all the way through here is name and email address. They're the minimums that you need. You need a name so you know how to address them, and you need an email address so that you can send them out information via email, because that's what we're building, an email list. If you ask for more information, you are going to be starting to create friction. Start creating that objection, opposition. I don't want to give you that. Why should I have to give you that? I know that when I go to websites and they say, give me your phone number, give me your address, give me your postcode, give me your country. It's like, you don't need this information. All I want is this piece of information that you're going to give me. If I want to go further, I'll be happy to give you that information, but you don't need that now. I definitely don't want you ringing me. I definitely don't want you sending me SMSs because I've given you my cell phone. All I want to give you is my name and my email, and even that is going to be a struggle at times. So keep it simple. Minimum amount of information that you need to be able to send them what it is you're offering. Make sure your form works on mobile devices. The amount of times I've been on a website and on my mobile and it looks great, the website is really responsive, then a form pops up and I can't get rid of it. I can't close it down because the close down button is not on the screen. It's moved off the screen because it's not been made. The form hasn't been made to size down for the narrower screens. The fields aren't big enough for me to tap into to be able to enter my details. I can't find the submit button. So many things that can go wrong. You've got to make sure that your form is mobile responsive. So make sure your forms are mobile friendly. Make sure there's a clear call to action. Things like join now, get your free guide. This will encourage visitors to take immediate action. I'm not sure that join now is the right thing, because that sounds like you're joining the mailing list, or subscribe now is the right thing. Get your free guide is a good one. Find out how you can save more money is a great one. Those sorts of call to actions, then that's what goes on the buttons that people have to press to A, bring up the form, or B, submit the form. So make sure it's a clear call to action, and your call to action actually relates to the incentive or the offer that you're making. The final thing is a privacy assurance. I know this sounds stupid because there's privacy laws all over the world now that, you know, we as website owners, we as marketers can't just send information to people. We can't sell people's information. There's so much we can't do because there's so many laws about it. And yet people still do it. Whether it's legal or not, people still do it. So for those of us that are of a mind to actually follow the law and actually respect people's privacy, we need to put that privacy assurance on your form, or at least on your website somewhere. You need to reassure people who give you, the term here is subscribers, but reassure people who give you their name and email address that their information will be kept private and won't be shared with third parties, and that you will only use it to send them relevant information. It does go an awful long way to making people want to give you that information. So that is some of the information that you can use to create a really cool email sign-up form to go on your website. It should increase your conversions, the number of people that are actually signing up to join your mailing list. And it should give you a really good idea of where you can start. Now, if you need some help, come and see us. This is the sorts of things that we do for our clients. We can sit down and work out what sort of offer you can make. We can help you design the form. We can show you where to put it. We can make recommendations as to which mailing programs you want to use. I haven't even touched that. We've just talked about the form to get people onto a mailing list. We haven't even talked about managing that mailing list yet. But if you do need some help, come and have a chat to us. That's the sorts of things that we do. What do you guys think though? Have I missed anything? Have I said something that you disagree with? I really, really enjoy conversation on this stuff. So if you think I've said something that you disagree with, or you want to add to the conversation, come on over and join us at Locals, askcharlyleetham.locals.com, or leave comments on these videos wherever you're watching or listening to them. You can leave a comment on our blog even. You could send us a DM if you didn't want anything to go public. You could just send us a DM on any of our social media channels and we will get back to you. I would love to hear from you guys. I really, really hope this has been useful. Please, if you can, subscribe to this video. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content, and I will see you at 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, where we're going to talk more about A/B testing for your website. That sounds really techy, doesn't it? Talk to you tomorrow, guys. Bye.